Hi everybody, this is Abigail Adler from the Open Studio. I'm here today with Reuven and Zohari, and we are going to be showing you how to make your own, and our cat Chino, and we're going to be showing you how to make our kit. We have a special mask making kit. I believe it's 155 shekel. You can get it on our website, and in it is enough to make 4 masks. And you can pick and choose adult masks, kid masks, different fabrics, and everything like that. So we'll put the website in the link below. But for now, just to show you how easy it is that your kids can even sew their own masks. So here's the kit. It comes with 4 different pieces of fabric, which you choose. Okay, so 1 for each mask. These are just some examples of our kid kit. These are cut smaller than our adult masks. I would say 9 and under, or 8 and under even. And then, and the grown-up masks are for above that. Okay, so also in your kit, you get some thread, okay? And Zohari, could you please just open that thread while I'm talking? And you get these elastic hairbands, which you will use as your earpieces for your mask. Your mask will be like this, and it'll go around your ears like so, okay? You will also get 4 pins and 2 needles. So if you have more than 2 kits, so we'll need another kit, or you can ask me when you order to throw in an extra needle, and I'm happy to do that for you. Okay, guys. So first, how do we make our mask? Did you get it? So it's a very easy project, it's fun, and you know, kids will be a lot less likely to be afraid to wear a mask that they made, that they chose, that has a really fun background. And so everybody in the family has a different color. So you're gonna take a piece of thread, and we want a lot of thread because, Reuven, we wanna double it, we want it to be very strong. So I'm gonna unroll enough twice, basically from shoulder to shoulder, a little bit extra. Okay, if you have too much thread, what's going to happen is it's going to get knotted. So Reuven, you take that and you can thread your needle, which is here, have that one, okay? And double it and tie a knot at the end. And I try and tie 2 or 3 knots at the very end. I don't know if you can zoom up that close, but that way it doesn't just go straight through, and you don't have to worry about holding the tail of the string so that you let go of it, okay? So I have that. Here, you take this. I'll trade with you. Zoe, did you get yours through yet?
Yeah.
Great. Now, if it frays a little bit, Reuven, like it did, you just cut it with some sharp scissors and do it again. No problem. Alrighty. And you did a triple knot at the end?
Yeah.
Perfect. And now, you're going to lay out your fabric, but inside out. Okay, so it's the yucky side, not the side you want to see, and you're going to just fold it in half like that, the long way. So turn yours around and put it the backward side out. No, you see how there's a side that has the print, and then there's a side that's going to be the inside? So you want to start inside out.
So you want me to
and Zoe, I think it needs to go the long way, like this.
Oh.
Okay, because we're going to fold our mask in half. These are quadruple layer masks. They're very comfortable. They're 100% cotton, and the recommendation is 3 layers. This is 4 layers, but it's lightweight and it's thin, so as the weather gets warmer, they won't be uncomfortable to wear, okay? And they're still the 4 layers, and they're machine washable, reusable. At the end of the day, just throw them in the wash with all your regular clothes, and the next day you have fresh, clean mask. You can even make 2 for each family member or whatever. Okay. So now I have my needles and I'm ready. Now what you're going to do is put the open side, are you watching?
Yeah.
Put the open side of your fabric facing away from you, up. Okay, and you're going to now take these pins that come in your kit, okay? Now, you don't need more than say 2 or 3 each. And what you're going to do is you're going to pin them together. Just watch me for a second. And you're going to go about 1 centimeter down, and you're going to use the pin just to hold it together while you're sewing. So 1 in the middle and 1 on each end. Okay, Zohari, you got it? Alrighty, here's some pins for you. And you have enough? There you go.
I need 2 more.
There's 2 more. And the pin will hold it in place from going crooked or akum while you're working. Okay, and you want to, whoopsie, you want to do it a little bit further down, Reuben, because you're going to need room to sew for your tefer, for your thread, you know, your stitches.
Yeah.
So go about 1 centimeter down from the open part. So you got yours down?
Yeah, but
Nice
I
and
need
straight.
more pins.
You need just 3. 1, 2, and how many are you missing? Sewing needle. And try and leave not too much space, not more than 1/2 centimeter between each stitch. Look what I'm doing, guys. Look up close at my fingers. I'm bending, Reuben, look at me, please. I'm bending the fabric so I don't even really have to move the needle. And then I'm pulling it. And remember, you don't have to worry about losing your tail because you doubled it. And look, I just made 6 stitches in 1. Okay, now I'm going to check you guys out. Perfect. You want to be careful not to poke it into your thumb. That's always... Now, are you going, let's see, hold on. Wait a minute, where'd you start, honey? Okay, there we go. Zoe's, you can see it really well because her thread is white and her mask is blue. And just keep going, in and out, but close small stitches. And as you go, you can take the needles out, the needles that are holding it together, so they don't poke you. Just put them back here so that you have them for your next mask. Okay, so we're back, and Reuben and I have finished our stitch all the way. Let's take these out so you don't poke yourself. Okay, and now I'm going to teach everybody how to do airplane. Okay, airplane is how you end your, you remember how to do airplane, right? You can do that, how you end a stitch so that you don't have to tie a million knots and try and get them in the right place. So I go in with my needle here, anywhere really, and I make a big loop-de-loop. And what I'm going to do with my needle is I'm going to fly through that loop like an airplane and pull it. And that's going to make a knot. Now if you do that 3 times, you will be able to end your stitch. Keep going until, when you're done, you can airplane it. Flatten it out, Zoe. See, I made a loop, and when my loop gets that, I have to fly through my loop-de-loop. This is my 3rd and final airplane. Then I just take my scissors, I cut my extra thread off, and I save my needle for a little bit later, because now I'm ready for the actual mask making part. Now I stick my hand through my mask. Guys, watch the next step for a second. And I pull it right side out. Isn't that pretty? So I can see the nice side. And the stitches that I stitched together, it made like a long sock, but without the bottom closed.
Cut it now.
Yep, cut it now. And turn it right side out.
3 times or 4 times?
3 times is fine.
Okay. Cut it.
And your stitch, your tefer, will be in the middle of you. And your mask is going to be like this. But that's too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it again, like this. This is the grown-up one. So it's a little wider than the kid one. Those of you who are not here with us in Israel and can't get a kit and want to still make this at home, you're welcome to. You just need any piece of fabric. You could use an old piece of jeans. You could use a towel. I'm using 100% cotton just because it comes in really beautiful colors. And all this you can order online from Joann Fabrics, and you're in the States, Michael's, any fabric store. And they'll ship it to you. And you can pick a pair of headbands that match. We're going to put the elastic around. We're actually going to just put 2 elastic bands around your mask, just like that. Okay, Reuben? So go ahead, put them in your, just like that.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Both of them?
Both of them. 1 for each ear.
Okay.
You all done? Did you airplane it?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, and now you're going to lay it down again with the seam facing up. Right, the tefer facing us, so this is Zohari's. Alrighty.
I have a hole.
That's okay, because it's going to be folded again. So now put your elastic bands, you wanted purple?
Yeah.
Put them on the end, or anywhere really. You can even bring them all the way to the middle. Okay, so move them to the middle, so it's almost like a bow tie. Perfect. And now what you're gonna do is pick up your two ends, put the other one on, and you're gonna put one end inside the other like a pocket, okay? So you'll just put it in there and flatten it out. Okay. And then you can, flatten it out. So it overlaps a little, and then you're gonna make another stitch. Wait, it's coming out. You can also use these needles. Now when you sew it, it's good to put your hand through here, right? And then you're gonna use your pin again to hold it in place. Let's be careful not to lose any of these magnets. A good way to not lose them is if you have a magnet, to just throw them on a magnet, and that way you won't lose them while you're sewing or leave them laying around for someone to step on. One of the things, if you have little kids, a trick is just to pre-thread a bunch of needles. You know, pre-thread like 3 needles. That way it's ready for them, so it's not frustrating. And you can pre-thread them, and then they're ready to go for you, and knot the ends. It's also a very relaxing grown-up project just to do for your kids at home. So you line up your ends, so your needle's at the bottom, right? And you're tying it. And that, because it's double, it gives it a nice, strong hold. You don't want your mask to come apart in the middle of the day when you're outside shopping or whatever. Okay, so what we've done now, remember, just to review, is we had this long one. We put the elastic bands in the middle. You need 2, assuming you have 2 ears, please God. And you put them inside. One pocket inside the other, doesn't matter which one. And you want to secure it with a pin, in and out. And now it's very important, listen to this, Zohari, very, very important that you don't hold it down on the ground and you just sew straight through, because you're going to sew your mask shut. So keep your hand inside, like that, like a tube when you're sewing. Right? And you're going to start here and just go down all the way. And this, you want to make small stitches. So I'm keeping my hand, it's more comfortable to have my hand holding it open. Just watch me for 2 minutes, okay? And then do it. Okay? You ready to watch? Yes. Okay. So I'm coming in the back. And make sure you'll be able to tell that you're going through 2 layers, shtei shichvot, of the fabric. In and out, and in and out, and pull. Okay? And go all the way to get to the end. And if you want to do a running stitch, if you want to do a back stitch, either one is fine, because you're going to double it anyway. If you have a sewing machine at home, this project will take you 4 minutes. But this is for people who don't have a sewing machine at home. Chances are, if you have a sewing machine at home, you've probably already sewn several masks, not just for you and your family, but for friends, doctors. This is a great thing to do. Any piece of fabric, you can sew them, donate them to a hospital now. I think it's just about having the mask to protect everybody around us from sneezes and stuff like that. Okay, look how fast. I'm almost done. My first
Right up and
row.
down, right up, and then go back.
Yep, exactly. See, I'm done already, my first row. Okay, see how I did all of it? And now, you see, Zoe, I did the whole row, and it's stuck together. Now I'm going to go back just for extra security, make it extra strong. Then you're going to airplane it, and you'll see that we'll be finished.
Taking that off. Oh.
Very nice, straight lines, perfect. Now, if the mask is a bit big, if you notice, then what you can do is you can actually on purpose scrunch it up by just pulling a little bit here, and it'll tighten it up a little bit for you. Okay, so now I'm just doing the airplane again because I'm done. I'm going to go through and this loop here. I'm going to go through my loop. Like that. It's also a great way to keep the kids quiet for a little while. It's very relaxing. Right? Because you have to focus so hard you can't talk. 2 and 3. And I'm ready. Trim any little hairs you have hanging out. And then you just have a bow like that. How are you doing? Almost done? Yeah? And how are you, Zoe? You almost done?
Finishing.
Okay, great.
We should do it airplane.
You're just airplaning. Perfect. Very nice. Let's take this pin out so you don't poke yourself. Come closer so I can see, so I can help you. Did you take the pin out?
No, I'm taking it. I know. Like I did. I know.
So while the kids are finishing, I'm just going to tell you, little Pure Summit, little advertisement. So the Open Studio has masks for all different, has kits for all kinds of things. We ship internationally, and we deliver within Jerusalem and also ship within Israel. And our website is Open Studio, OpenStudiojLEM.com. Okay, and there's a link at the top of our website to a Google Doc, and the Google Doc has the updated order form. It has pictures. We have kits on painting. We're going to add this week paper cutting kits, science of art kits, kits for all different ages, things to do at home. Right, and the most fun, are you ready for this?
No.
The most fun, well, because it's not over your nose, is to, then when you're done, you pull everything apart like this. You put these over your ears, and you have your very own mask, right? And you can stretch it out to cover your nose and your mouth. And these are much more comfortable, I think, than the
Yeah, they are. Look.
than the elastic bands.
And you can breathe better. I like that.
So you stretch it out a little more.
Yeah, you need
If it's too small, you just give it a couple pulls to stretch out the elastic.
Now it's a lot better.
And not that hard. And it will stay. Okay? And now you're safe and the people around you are safe and you have a really beautiful, fun mask. That's it. So you can check back for more videos. And we'll have them on our YouTube channel, which is Open Studio, which is the Open Studio. How is it, Zohar? Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. So now we can go out and feel safe. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for helping me. And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach. Bye-bye.